Yes, Mo, how you doing today, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, good man. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm all sweet, my guy. But guys, welcome to Mo's little post-game interview, I like to say. But Mo, give him a little background of who you are and where you come from, and yeah, give him a little insight in regards to what you do as well.
Yeah, so I'm Mo. I live in Crawley. Known deals for quite a few years now. 25 years old. I play cricket, football. Main thing I came into this program was for my boxing charity fight that I had back in April. And then I've been playing paddle a lot recently.
Come on, that's love to say. I mean, Mo was a cardio man himself before he joined the program. But Mo, can you briefly describe where you were at before joining Core Fitness? What was your struggles you were facing, like mentally, physically, and yeah, in your day-to-day life?
Yeah, so back back in January or December, late December, January, I joined the program. And prior to that, I was probably at the highest. I probably weighed 82, 83 kg. I had broken my foot in February of 2024. In January, I was probably at the best fitness I was ever at, um,
Hmm.
professionally and personally as well, but not maybe at that muscle maintenance type of thing that we mentioned. But then when I broke my foot in February, I had 4 months where I was just laying in bed, not eating well, etc. And I put on weight and I came back into playing football thinking, yeah, I'll go back into this, it'll be quite easy. But my brain was telling me where to be, but my body wasn't letting me do it. And that's when I
Hmm.
realized I need to work on this. My diet needs to straighten up, which is why I signed up to the boxing later up in the year for April 2025. And that's when where I reached out to you, obviously, and said, look, can we do some work together just for me to lose some of that, maybe that fat around the belly, but also just help my stamina and my performance leading up to the boxing.
Yeah, I mean, the boxing is something that, like, the guys in the group chat, me, myself, Luke, extremely proud of. I mean, prior to this, Mo had zero boxing experience, and to say that you've able to compete at a high level and just actually put on the show, and that shit was uncomfortable, bro. And we managed to do that. And I remember you standing there, the pictures, and bro, like obviously we sponsored you as well, my boy. Obviously, we have to say that sponsored
We
you,
did, yeah.
but yeah, and yeah, that's something to be proud of. But happy to see that you overcame that, bro. But what my question for you now is, what really made you decide to join Core Fitness in the first place?
To be honest, it's more what people said about core fitness than anything. I've got obviously living in Crawley, you have quite a few clients that in Crawley, and sometimes you get people that say they're amazing just because they want to say that's amazing and it's their friends. But speaking to people and actually seeing the difference that it's made to them, like actual effects they've had on their body and how they've changed their figure, etc. Your social media presence, etc. That's really what got us onto it more than anything. Because like I could have done an online plan and followed the online plan, but having that interaction with someone, linking in with them every single day, every single week about what to do, what's good, what's bad, pros, cons, what I can do, what I can eat, etc. That was the most important thing for me. Just having that someone to push me for it because there's so many times through the process where I was like, you know what, I can't be bothered. Like it's not for me. Like I'll do the boxing how I am, and I'll just get through it, and then that's it. Gym's not really for me. And even still after, like I'm still feeling like, is gym really for me? Like, am I that type of person that needs to go to the gym? But actually going there and doing it, following a plan and being strict, it actually taught a lot of to me personally, but also like something I could take professionally into time management, etc. So it was really really good.
Glad you loved it, bro, and you leveled up in so many different aspects. But what specific changes have you noticed since starting physically, mentally, or even in your daily life?
Nutrition is a massive thing. Just the way I was eating was, I mean, I love food, so the way I was eating before was quite crazy. So
I agree.
actually making sure making sure it's balanced and making sure that I'm eating the right stuff, but also trying to enjoy myself was big. Obviously, as you mentioned, I did a lot of cardio, and in my mind, cardio was the way forward in losing weight. But actually, then hitting
Mhm.
the weights and seeing the difference that even just 1 or 2 days a week hitting the weights made was massive. And I think that's more than anything that I noticed that the fat around my belly start to go, just more so from 3 weeks of hitting weights and obviously continuing my cardio rather than doing cardio for the 3 months before that and not really seeing any gains.
I see for sure. But what I need to ask you, Mo, is what parts of the program specifically helped you the most? Was it just the accountability? Was it the training or the nutrition? Out of those three, what was the most like game changing thing for you?
Accountability and linking in with you and Luke, 100%. Because if I was on my own, I wouldn't push myself to the limits because I knew that it's not for me. In my mind, it wasn't for me. I'm doing it for the boxing, but actually, that accountability from you and Luke to say, look, you need to do this and this. You need to eat this at this point of view. You need to do this and do this 3 sets, 3 times at this, and you need to send me form clips and X, Y, Z. That was the most
Yeah,
important
yeah,
thing
yeah.
because otherwise, who's going to push me? I wasn't going to push myself. I'm already doing so much cardio and so much sports to the point where I was like, do I really need this? But actually, having that accountability, which is why I signed up to you, mainly was that accountability. Someone will push me, someone will give me that drive to actually know what you've got to do this at this time, and you've got to check in at this time, and you've got to do this, and all those skills you can take into your personal life as well. People seem to think that you do this and actually it only affects your health and hygiene. Well, actually, no, you can take this stuff into your personal life. You can incorporate these skills into your day-to-day activities. Whether that's not just sports and fitness, that could be work, that could be personal life, that could be family, wherever you go into, really.
Exactly, and this is why community is a big thing for us. And obviously, Mo's been a part of the community. He's seen what's happening inside Core Fitness. It's like the fact that we hold each other accountable to the highest standard, and it's not only me and Luke leading from the front as coaches. We got a whole team behind us, like other individuals like Mo are willing to put in the work, which is game changer. So yeah, bro, I really appreciate you saying that. So my last question for you, Mo, is say if my name is John, and I was like, rah. I want to join core fitness, but I'm just sitting on the fence. What would you say to John sitting on the fence of joining?
I'd say to John that life's short. If you feel like that you want to have real change and you feel like that you can commit to something, then core fitness is a place for you because ultimately you're joining a group of individuals and a platform that all have the same desire and determination, and they're all willing to help and support each other and hold you accountable even if you are doing it wrong. It's not the sort of thing where you're doing it wrong and people will back you. It's the sort of thing, what can we do to hold you accountable in a good way to help you improve? So to John, it would be like, take a chance. Life's about taking chances. You will make mistakes everywhere you go and with everything you do. The better thing is how you overcome those obstacles and those mistakes, and where you turn out from that 6 months in.
Wise words, bro. I really appreciate that. And, bro, I did say that was my last question, but that wasn't. And my last question for you now is, obviously we had a little boxing fight under our belt. That's under our belt now. Obviously, you, like, Mr. Mo himself, he gets involved in so many different sports. I can't even count these days. But what's next for you, Mo? Another boxing fight? What's it? I know you hanged up the
Uh,
boots recently. What's next for Mr. Mo, bro?
um,
What's this?
I am. I'm contemplating maybe another fight. Maybe not a charity fight. Maybe something in London. Just like a normal fight, not like a charity, like a big thing. Obviously, I've hung up the boots football wise, but there's no reason to say why I wouldn't. I'll still be playing football Monday nights, etc. Cricket is the
Mm-hmm.
main thing at the moment. Obviously, it's cricket season, and I'm putting a lot of time training 3 days a week at the moment for cricket. So that's the main thing. And then maybe, you know what, maybe might pick up another sport. Maybe you never know.
As you do.
So let's see. Yeah, as I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's wicked. That's wicked, bro. But no, thank you so much for this, bro. I really appreciate it. Yeah, again, I also want to say how extremely proud I am of you. I mean, when you did come into the program,
Thank
it
you.
was tough. I have to say, when you first started, it was understanding what foods to have. Obviously having. I feel like what was game changing is the fact that I understand the Asian diet as well, because it can be very hard to understand the quality of foods that we eat, and we managed to shift that mindset. What's your thoughts about that in terms of the Asian foods as well?
It's do you know, it's difficult because, like, personally, you know what's good for you and bad for you anyways, but when you actually see how bad it is for you, it does give you a bit of a change in mindset. But also then you gotta especially with Asian culture, you've got to then go back to your families and say to them, look, you got to do X, Y, and Z. And sometimes they are so in the past, they don't see the present and the future. So actually, a lot of work of mine went into like explaining to my mum and saying, look, we can use this instead of this and do this instead of this, and you will see the impact on your body. So like it is important, and you don't really see the impact until you actually like properly go through it.
Yeah, 100. Because a lot of people like it's culture, right? We can't really just. It's kind of considered disrespectful, but it's all about like communication between you and your parents to be like, all right, cool, less oil in my less ghee, less oil in my food. It will make that massive difference. But Mo, I really appreciate it. Thank you for the interview, and yeah, any last words? Any last words?
No, all good. Keep smashing it, bro. Honestly, like it's going really good. Social media I can see is growing massively, so I have no doubt that you'll continue to smash it. Luke in the team is brilliant. Like some of the insights he brought into the hygiene and all that sort of stuff, the food and what to eat, it made a massive difference. And I think that's another addition you can add to what you do, on top of everything else that you do. And I think as a team, you guys are brilliant, and I have no doubt that you'll continue to smash it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's a wrap.